Now let us talk about tension in string. Now tension in string, whenever we suspend a body of mass m with a string, the string will experience an internal force which is opposite to the mass of the body or the force applied by the body. So we can say that it is a force which appears when we apply a force on string to make it tight. Now it is a kind of internal force. We are applying an external force by using a mass, but the tension that is generated in the string is a kind of internal force. So we can write here, it is an internal force which appears in string when it is stretched by an external force. So if we have a string and there is mass m suspended on it, then we know that force mg is going to act downward. Now this mg will act as an external force for this string. Because of this force, external force mg, there will be an internal force which will be developed in the string. Now there are few points that we should always keep in mind to understand this concept properly. First is the tension force T is always along the string. It is always along the length of the string. The direction of T of tension is always away from point of contact. Now if we consider this diagram, then for the string there are 2 points of contact, one with this mass and one with the support here. Now the direction of tension is always away from the point of contact. So one tension will be like this and there will be another same tension which will be away from this point of contact in this direction. So there will always be direction of tension will always be away from the point of contact. If we have more than 2 point of contacts, then again the direction from the point of contact will be away from it. We'll do some examples to understand this further. Tension always have pulling tendency. This means that tension will always be a pulling force. We can never use a tension to push a body. In an ideal string, ideal means massless. A massless string, then when we do not consider the mass of the string, we consider it an ideal string. So in an ideal string, throughout the length of the string, the tension remains constant. That is, this tension, it will remain constant. It will be same from between this point to this point. Throughout the length, the tension will remain constant. It will not happen that at this point there is some other value of tension T1 and at this point there is a value of tension T2. It will, throughout the length, it will be remaining same for an ideal string. Now let us do few examples to understand this. Now let us start with the simplest example. When mass m is hanging from this support, now this will experience a force mg in downward direction, and this is the point of contact. So there will be a tension in upward direction. There is another point of contact, so there will be a tension force away from this point of contact in this direction. So we have two points of contacts, one this and one this one. So if we need to draw the force, the free body diagram of this mass m, then with this mass m there is only one point of contact. This point of contact is not on the mass m, it is not on the body m. So if we draw the free body diagram of m, then m will be considered a point object, and there will be mg in downward direction, and this tension, it will be in upward direction. So this will be the free body diagram. Now let us say that we have another case. Let us say that we have a bigger block of mass m, and there is a small block of mass m. There is a pulley here, and this is the situation given to us. And suppose we need to make the free body diagram of this situation. Now here let us consider the forces one by one. For bigger block of mass capital M, there will be a normal force, let us say N1. Later we will put N1 as capital Mg. For right now we will consider this N1, and a reactionary force N1 in this direction. From this block, now if this block is getting support from M, it is in touch, there is a point of contact, there is a surface of contact between capital M and small m. So that means there will be a force by small m on capital M in this direction, let us say it is N2. Then there will be a reactionary force N2 in this direction from capital M to small m. Now because of this small m, it is being suspended by the string, so there will be a tension generated in this direction. Now on this pulley we have two points of contacts, one here and one here, and then there is another point of contact of here. So if tension in this direction away from this point of contact, then from this point of contact there will be another T, from this point of contact there will be T, and from here also there will be another T. Apart from this, the weight of this mass will also act in downward direction, but since it is not touching the downward surface, so that there will be no reactionary force in the vertically upward direction. So this will be the situation. Now if we draw the free body diagrams, so we have two blocks, we will make free body diagrams of both the blocks. So let us first make the free body diagram of small m. Now for this small m, mg is acting downwards. There is a reactionary force N2 from capital M in this direction. So we are going to use N2 because we always consider only those forces which are applied on the body. So here this N2 is applied on the body, this N2 is applied by the body. So we'll consider only which are applied on the body. So this will be the direction of N2. Then there is tension in upward direction. So this will be the direction of T. So this will be the free body diagram of small m. Similarly, if we make free body diagram of capital M, then there is N1 in downward direction, this is capital Mg. So capital Mg in downward direction, its reactionary force N1 is in upward direction. So this will be N1. Now the pulley here, it is connected to this block of mass capital M, and since there are forces T and T applied on this pulley, that means these forces will be transferred to the capital M also, because pulley is attached to capital M. So any force experienced by the pulley will also be experienced by the block. So since there is a tension in downward direction from this point of contact of pulley, that means there will be a tension like this in vertically downward direction. Then there is another tension on this point of contact of pulley towards the left. So there will be towards the left also there will be a T. Now apart from that, there is this force N2 which is being applied by the small m on capital M. So for the capital M, N2 is applied, this N2 is applied on capital M. So this will be the direction of N2. And this will be our free body diagram. Notice how the forces on pulley is transferred to the bigger block in these directions. Now let us do another example. Let us say that we have a wedge of mass capital M and there is a smaller mass M on it, and this is suspended by a string using a pulley which is attached with capital M, and it is going like this. And suppose we have to make the free body diagram of this situation. Now here, as we can see, there is a wedge and there is an inclined plane. Let us say that this is inclined at an angle theta with the horizontal. And if we now draw the forces, then on capital M there will be, let us say, N1 in downward direction, then there will be a reactionary forces N1 in upward direction. From small m there will be a force in this direction, let us say it is N2, and then there will be a reactionary force N2 in this direction. Now if this is making an angle theta with the horizontal, then, and if we draw a normal here, then this angle will also be equal to theta. Now apart from these forces, there are forces in the string. So from this point of contact there will be a tension in this direction. From this point of contact there will be a tension in this direction. Similarly, from here there will be a tension here, and from this point of contact there will be a tension in this direction. Now if this is theta and if we make a horizontal, then this angle will also be equal to theta, alternate angle. Now if we make the free body diagrams, let us say first we make the free body diagram of capital M. Then there is force mg, N1, which is equal to mg in downward direction, and its reactionary force N1 in upward direction. Then we have N2 force from M in this direction. So this will be the force here, N2, and this is at theta from vertical, so this angle will be theta. Similarly, the pulley is attached with the capital M, so the forces applied on the pulley will be transferred to the block of mass capital M. So if tension at this point is in this direction, then we can similarly draw this tension here in this direction. And there is another tension from this point of contact towards left. So from here in this direction also there will be a tension T. Now this tension which we made here is making an angle theta with the horizontal, so this will be our angle theta. Now if we want, we can divide these forces into rectangular components. Then this will be T cos theta. This T sin theta component will be in this direction, so mg plus T sin theta. Similarly, N2 can also be resolved into two components. So in this direction there will be N2 sin theta, so T plus N2 sin theta, and its cos component will be in downward direction, so here it will be mg plus T sin theta plus N2 cos theta. So this will be the free body diagram of the bigger block. Similarly, if we draw the same for smaller block, then we have mg of smaller block in downward direction, so it will be, mg is always vertically downward, so it will be like this. There is no reactionary force to mg in upward direction. Then there is N2 in this direction, so we'll draw N2 like this. Now N2 is making an angle theta with the vertical, so here on this point this will be theta, so theta with the vertical. Then there is tension in this angle, so from this point there will be tension. It is making an angle theta with the horizontal, so theta with the horizontal. Now we can divide these forces in the rectangular components. So here in this direction we have N2 sin theta, in this direction we have N2 cos theta, T can be divided in this direction as N2 is T cos theta, and in this direction it will be T sin theta. So we will have N2 cos theta plus T sin theta in vertically upward direction. So this is how we can make free body diagram of this particular concept.